Hi, my name is Jeremy Ashworth. I'm the pastor at Circle of Peace Church here in Peoria, Arizona, where it is hot. We're a Christian church located in suburban Phoenix. I've been recording these little videos primarily with my own church in mind, but these are public and available to anybody. It's not a sermon or a Bible study. These are just conversational videos, maybe the kind of thing you and I might talk about if we were just sitting on a couch together. This is part 3 of a 3-part video. I think this will all make a lot more sense if you go back and watch the first 2 videos, but if not, no problem. The last video I talked about the importance and the value of listening to people, the importance and the value of experience. That's really what that's about, is the importance and the value of experience. This video, I want to talk about the limits of experience. Personal experience, that firsthand, boots on the ground, something you went through, is such a personal, powerful driver for us. It shapes who we are, it shapes what we believe. And as a Christian, I believe that God speaks through our experience. So I have a really, really high view of personal experience. And I think maybe all of us put so much stock in our experience that we sometimes overrate our own experience. That is, it's important, but it's possible to make it too important or to draw some of the wrong conclusions from our own experience. Because our experience is valuable, but our experience is limited. We only have one life. And again, we often draw the wrong conclusions or we make the wrong meaning from our experience. So here's one example. It is one thing to say, I have never had the experience of eating a hamburger. Now, I definitely have eaten a hamburger, but this is an example. It's one thing to say, I've never had the experience of eating a hamburger. It is another thing entirely to say, I have never had the personal experience of eating a hamburger. Therefore, hamburgers do not exist. Now, that's absurd when we say it like that, but we do this all the time. That is, we put so much stock in our personal experience that we think if we haven't experienced it, then it must not be real. Another way in which we maybe put too much stock in our own experience is with intensely good experiences or intensely bad experiences. And we just categorically accept something or categorically reject something because we had a good experience or bad experience with it. So I had a good experience with a hamburger, therefore all hamburgers are good. Or I had a bad experience with a hamburger, therefore all hamburgers are bad. And again, it's just absurd when we say it that way, but we do this. We put so much stock in our own experience that we very often, without even realizing it, we make our own experience final. We sometimes think our own experience is that's it. It's really the last word. Now, again, from a Christian perspective, I believe that we hear God's voice. We literally hear God guiding us in part through our experience. And if I'm going to be honest, and if I'm going to be a Christian, then I have to come to terms with the limits of my experience. I have to come to terms with the fact that my experience is valid, but my experience is not ultimate. That is, my experience is valid, but my experience isn't necessarily the ultimate determiner of truth and reality. My experience is valid, but my experience is not necessarily the last word, because God speaks through experience. But my experience isn't God. So thanks for tuning in. Hope this was helpful. This is really heavy stuff. I think I'm going to go home and eat a hamburger, a good one. Okay, thanks, bye.